we're gonna learn how to play this game efficiently without fluff. Game's already set up. That's not something to teach. You could just read the rule book. That's simple. But this is a great game here. You're going to want to get the most points in the game. Going around the track. How do you get points though? Let's talk about how to get points. One of the ways to get points is these piles of cards here. Once they're complete, you're going to score the thing to the left. So here you could see little brown guys up in the top there. You're going to get points based on the instances that these two different things happen. Could be multiple times. The top one shows you 2 different gray tiles built on your board. So if this was built on your board here, you could see that there are 2 gray tiles up and down. That would count as one instance. If you had a different group of them, there would be multiple. Also on the bottom, you just have to have a brown, and a coin. You don't get rid of them, you just need to have them. So every group of that, you'll get another instance of scoring for the brown face-looking guy here. And you get points based on your board. See the brown guy, he's up in this 3 bracket up here. So you're gonna get 3 points for every instance. And then likewise, when the second group of cards goes, where you'll score this, you can see gray, any color gray in that orientation. Down here you got, that's referring to your things in the corner. So once these are used, they turn gray. So you need 2 of them used and 2 different of that. And you can see the symbols there. That's referring to your board and the side here. So if you have 2 different things out here, then you're gonna get another instance of scoring. Like I said, you could do these multiple times. The bottom one you're probably not gonna do twice by then, but this one is possible to do twice, so you could score it maybe three times or just twice. And then same thing for down there. So that's one way to get points, doing these end of phase scores. While we're talking about it, we got these things here. Same thing when the cards all go away in every group. So 1, 2, 3 times during the game. If you uncovered this by taking off one of these, that means you're going to score all the yellow in your thing. You're going to get points based on this, which is 3 right now. It'll become 2 and 1 later. So if you have 3 different squares in your thing, when this is uncovered, you'll get 3 times whatever that is. So now it would be 9. These only score once, and they flip to never be scored again. So that's another way to get points. Another way to get points is, see this little board out here? Your guys here, you got some little boat guys here. So you're gonna be putting some over here throughout the course of the game. Then whenever you place colored tiles on your board, I mean, the tiles always have to get put in openings like that. So for every yellow, you have the option to put out one of your guys into a yellow spot out here. And during scoring, you're going to get 1 point for everything that's next to a bird. And if you somehow get them on the birds, they're going to be 2 points for every guy that's on a bird. The way you get them on the birds is right here. The way you move this up is build something that has that symbol. So you can see they're right here. So if you build some of these gray tiles, you would put a guy out on a blue out there, and you would also move up once on this. So you can see, ooh, it went up. I'm getting one of any color and a white guy, and then get a gray guy, and then if I did it a 3rd time, that's how I could get onto the thing. So some of the requirements out here, there's already somebody on yellow. Yellow needs to be finished. It doesn't matter whose color it is. If red puts out here, they can't do this. It needs to go on the yellow that's already there. And the person that finishes the section is going to get an additional bonus, which is right here. You get to pick one of those things there. So you got everything makes sense potentially except the 4th one, this one. That just means move your thing up move it up a space, and you can see that that's changing your score of the golden statue guy based on those things over there. Those other numbers, they refer to your biggest section out here. So if we had 2 touching like that, and that there, diagonal doesn't count, so our biggest is 2. This takes place during scoring, so we could see that we are going to get, we're in that 2 to 3 section, so we're going to get 2 points for that. So to sum, you get points for the cards, those achievements. You're going to get points for the corner guys here. You're going to get points for having big areas out there. You also get points for being adjacent to the birds. 1 point for this. You also get points just for playing the gray ones that have that statue. So if you play this statue up here, which is on these gray ones, gray statue, you're gonna score 3 points at this point, because we're in the first phase there. In addition, you're gonna get points for each of your things here. So 3 plus 1 points right now. That's about it as far as scoring is concerned. I believe, let me double check. Yeah, you're gonna score your form, you're gonna score the eagle spaces, largest area, Trajan. I could be using all the technical words and terms, but you're just learning the game, so you really just want to see things and see how they work. So there's not really a benefit to tell you, oh, we're gonna do Colonius scoring or construction crane scoring or form scoring, because then they were just memorizing all these words and just showing you things that you could see clearly how the points occur. And then one other thing before you score, you do need to pay your citizens. So for all these guys here, you need 1 coin per row. So even if you had 2 guys here, you'd only need 1 coin for this. And if you had guys up here, you would need potentially more coins. That's another way to get points, because you're getting points for different gray things in a row, not including this, just these. So in this top row, we have 1 different gray thing. Now we have 2, obviously. So you'll get 2 points, 1 for each. This thing here is a 2 times multiplier. So if there was gray, well, let's just say this is built up here. So now it would be 4 points. And if there was 2 of them there, these have to match, so it's not like this would ever go up here, but 3 points for each one, so 3 is 6 points, because these 2 are here. So if you didn't pay these guys, they would flip over and then you wouldn't get those benefits. So there you have it, that's all points in the game. So how do we do half of these things? Hopefully you got how to get all the points. It's a great place to start. So on your turn, or on anybody's turn, 2 of these cards are going to get flipped over. And 2 symbols show up. That tells you where you're going to pull stuff off your board. So we have the chariot, white chariot, and white guy standing by stuff. Here's the white chariot. So that just means we got to pull 1 from this column. So let's say I pick this one. And then we got this column here, so we got to pull 1 from this. We could pull this one if we want to. And if we do that, that'll trigger scoring of these when all the cards are going up there. But let's not do that, let's just take this one. So we got 2 of them. All players do this. You look at your 2, you're going to give 1 to the guy to the right of you, or the left, I mean, it doesn't really matter. They just give you what they say, so let's say I'm going to keep this one and give this one to this guy over here. He's going to give me 1 as well. I don't know where the red tiles went, here they are up here. Okay, so now you end up with 2 of them. So now you're going to keep 1 to actually use. So, do I want coins and a white guy or green and a white guy? Yeah. So let's say I take this one, so I get a white and a coin. Here's my stock here. So the one from other people that you don't use, they go on the side of your board. For the ones that you use that are your color, it doesn't matter if you use them or not. The red one goes over there. The other players, the one of your color goes down here. So it doesn't matter which ones you use. You still put other players there and you put yours there face down. Unless, of course, you did one of these. When you choose this action, these actually go up here. And you choose which spot to put it in. I mean, starting from the left. If you put it here, it's going to activate the ability to the left there. That just means when you complete an area up here, you're going to get two of these, two different ones. This one here means when you're putting guys out up there, you don't have to meet that color rule and put them in the same area. You could put them in any color that matches. So the blue, I could put the blue over here if I wanted to, and not put it over here like it's normally supposed to be. Down here, you flip your thing over, so it gives you more points at a faster rate. And whenever you get an upgrade in the future, you just move it to the next tree. So if I got an upgrade now, with that upgrade activated, I would go all the way to there. And here, this lets you trade one time coin into white or white into that brown guy. And, you know, one time, you only do it one time per turn. This says up to 2 times per turn, change a brown into any color, or well, a brown into any color. And this one is 1 time per turn, change a brown into a gray. So if you end up getting 2 filled out, and like I said, these have to be the matching ones. If you fill both of these, you get the additional bonus that's down there. Pick a guy off your board, get a bonus from up there. The slashes mean, you know what they mean. Pick one or the other. So that's all that. So that's how you pick your actions. So, and then in turn order, you have a build action that you're going to take. So building is based on what you have down here. So for example, if you have an orange guy, you could use the orange guy to build an orange building. And if you have a gray guy, you could use a gray guy to build one of these gray ones. And I already talked about what happens when you build these orange ones. When you build orange, you're going to put a guy out. When you build one of these, you're going to move up on the track. And to be the most efficient, you usually want to build double tiles if you're able to. So you'd spend an orange and a gray to build this one. They go anywhere that there's an empty spot. So if I built this, I'm going to put one of my boat guys out on an orange spot. I'm also going to move up on the track. So it's not very difficult, but you see when you start playing, there is a lot of depth to what you can do. These brown guys typically are called assistants, so if you don't have any abilities over here, you can spend a brown guy and an orange guy to turn into any color, as shown in the book here. Brown guy plus any color equals any color. 2 equal colors equal a gray guy, because you're not always going to have the guys that you want. While we're at it, I mean, these white guys, when you were picking your 2 tiles, based on the cards up here, if you spend a white guy, you could just ignore one of the cards up there and just pick one from anywhere on your board. Or if you spend 2 of them, you can do both of the abilities that you have. Instead of just picking one, you could do both of them. And if they're never going to be both blue, but so if you do them both, the blue one still goes in your pile here, and the other one for the other player just still goes on the side of your board. So that's how building works. I mean, there's 4 colors, there's 4 different things. They all do the same things. You're gonna put out guys that match your color from down here. If you play colored ones, and the gray ones are gonna do the matching things. Other than that, that's actually the entire game already. It's not really a heavy game. I mean, it is a heavy game as far as depth and the strategies that can be used, but as far as learning the game, that gives you a full overview of the entire game and all the rules. There's some technical things you can check out in your book, but that's not the purpose of this video, to go over every single little thing. It's to be able to teach you the game quick, efficiently, not to insult your intelligence. All the other videos just waste your time, I feel like. So if you feel like this video wasn't a waste of your time, let me know. If you felt this video was a waste of time, let me know. That will help me adjust if I'm going to waste my time doing any more of these videos. And yeah, just to confirm, get rid of all these cards, you're gonna score that and score all the things I said. Then when you get to the second pile, that's gonna go up there, so that's gonna impact the scoring. Now things are 2 on what I said, score that, and then once you get through the third pile, do that, and that's the end of the game. So, thanks for watching, and have fun.